Hello my loyal companions, welcome back to the channel. With Weapon Mastery dropping tomorrow, I want to let you guys know the weapons in each class that I will be grinding for first when the update drops. Early next week, I'm going to be dropping a tier list of the best weapons in Rogue Company, going over the meta of each weapon and each weapon class. But until then, this video should let you know what I'm going to be personally looking forward to grinding the most when the update drops. I'm so excited for this update, guys. I know a lot of you are as well. Even if you have some hesitations, at the very least, having something to grind for within Rogue Company is very exciting moving forward into tomorrow. If you do go on to enjoy the video or you appreciate the educational content coming out from this channel, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. For now though, let's get into it. Just a reminder that if you don't know what Weapon Mastery is and you want to get informed, you can check out a different video here on the channel that explains it all fully for you so you know exactly what I'm talking about. However, the first category of weapons that I'm going to be going over are the assault rifles, and the assault rifle of choice for me is going to be the KA-30. To grind this, I'll need to play as either Ronin or Dima using that KA-30, and this weapon is getting a buff in the next patch, so it is going to be really strong, assuming you can weave in those headshot damages. I love this weapon. I think it's a jack of all trades weapon. I think it works at short range and long range with good accuracy and bloom control throughout. Honestly, I just really like this weapon. I've liked it since the start of the game. Whilst it hasn't always been a top tier meta weapon, I think it will be moving forward and already has shown some really good prevalence in high level play recently. So I'm excited to see where this weapon goes, and I think it's going to be the most go-to assault rifle for me compared to any of the others. I will make a special honorable mention though to the Hydra, which is Runway's AR. I will be grinding this purely because I will be playing a lot of Runway when she first comes out, so I'll passively be grinding this weapon, but out of choice, the K30 will be the assault rifle choice for me in most situations. Next up is going to be the SMGs, and my favorite SMG by far is the 24S. This is exclusive to Lancer and a Switchblade, so you have to grind those two rogues if you want to be able to weapon master this weapon. The reason I like this SMG so much is not only because I played so much Lancer when the game first came out that this is such a familiar and comfortable weapon for me, but I also think it's one of the best. In fact, up until next patch where it will get a small nerf, it is arguably one of the best weapons in the game, certainly top 3, and absolutely destroys at close and long ranges. Even with the nerf coming in the future update, I do think it will still be a beamer, and it's just a really consistent weapon. Again, no matter what range you get into, it beams up close and can hold its own against ARs at range, as long as you're weaving in those shots well, hitting headshots, and not missing too often. DMRs are up next, and DMRs are one of my favorite categories of weapons currently within the game, and one shines through amongst them all, and that is going to be the Deadeye, the D3DI. This weapon is insane. It has been so dominant for so long now within the game, and whilst it is getting a nerf in this mid-season update so that it will no longer 3-tap at the longest range, its 3-tap body potential at the closest and mid-range are so important, and its 2-tap headshot potential is just insane at the mid and short range. So it's really worth picking up regardless. Even with this small nerf, I don't think it's taking it out of meta. I just think it's adjusting for some of the overpowerness and consistency that this weapon has at range. That doesn't mean though that it's not perfectly viable and will be my DMR of choice moving into Weapon Mastery as the first DMR that I master up to use on all the rogues. Now moving on to shotguns. Whilst this is not a particular favorite class of weapon for me, I do understand they have been pretty heavy meta recently since the Season 3 launch, and that is pretty important to know. So the shotgun that I will be going for is a personal favorite of mine, actually has been since the start of the game when I used to run this sort of odd weird meta of going Vi with the S12 tactical shotgun and the pistol only. This used to be my go-to strategy for the game back in the early stages of the game when it first came out. So I will be using the S12 tactical mostly when I opt for a shotgun. I will be grinding this one out first because I love it. It's a fan favorite of mine, and it honestly does just amazing damage at the moment. You've probably seen Sigrids and Vi's run it. That is who has this weapon to grind for, and you've probably seen them dominate with this weapon in the right situation, and it is really solid. Maybe doesn't have the same range as something like the SKL6, but I don't really think that matters when you have that sort of fire rate and pump potential that this weapon has, and I just think it's going to be pretty good. So if I want to use a shotgun, I'm using the S12 Tactical. Sniper rifles are up next. I only have 2 to choose from, so it's not that hard of a decision. For me, it's going to be the LR15 full body. I love this sniper. The 6-shot Phantom Sniper is personally my favorite sniper. I think it's definitely personal preference from player to player. I don't necessarily think there's a better one. If I had to say, maybe the tier is better because you have that 2-tap body potential in just quick succession, which, as a lot of you know, I really hate in this game, but I personally do not enjoy using that weapon, so I'll be opting for the full body as my sniper of choice on all of these rogues. And then the last category of weapon are going to be the LMGs. Again, only 2 to choose from. It is the MLX Moore and the Conviction. I personally am going to be using the MLX Moore, which is Anvil's LMG. I think this one is slightly better. I love the Conviction. Its damage is really good. It is getting nerfed though, And I just don't personally like the way this weapon works, with its bloom narrowing as you shoot, and its accuracy increasing as bullets come down. I just don't like the way this weapon handles for me personally. I much prefer the more on the consistency of that weapon, so I'll be opting for that instead and using that instead of other LMGs moving forward when Weapon Mastery first comes out. Okay guys, they're going to be the first weapons that I'm going to master for each class, moving into Weapon Mastery coming tomorrow, guys. That's when the update drops. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/RADTHARGAMING at the moment the update drops live. So you can see all the content there, see the initial grind, see the new rogue runway, and get a lot of early information if you're not able to play the moment the servers come up. Okay then guys, that takes us to the end of the video, and if you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you let me know down in the comments the weapon that you're going to be mastering first when the update drops live. I'm so excited for this update, guys, and I know a lot of you are too. So let me know in the comments, what are you going to be going for first, and how soon do you think you're going to get the new Nova weapon wrap for mastering every single weapon? All the links you're going to need for all my channels and socials are linked down in the description below. For now though guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and as always, remember, be loyal, be brave, be relentless. I'll catch you in the next video.